Wow, wow. Will you guys take a look at this? Check it out, bruh. Keith Connolly just took into his Instagram story, posted this, letting the world know that Richardson Hitchins and Edgar Berlanga are both coming back. Both got plans set. It looks like they've decided to put Edgar Berlanga in Puerto Rico. 24 wins, 2 losses. 1 loss coming by way of knockout. 19 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Edgar Berlanga, who just headlined Zuffa number 9's event, along co-main evented with his boy in Richardson Hitchins. Both of these guys, good friends. Richardson Hitchins, 19 wins. 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout, 0 losses. Richardson Hitchins, who's currently in the boxing headlines for all the wrong reasons. He just exposed himself, ducking Brian Norman Jr., calling the man out, to then saying that the higher-ups won't allow this fight to happen, but if he were to be able to get it, he would take it. Ladies and gentlemen, Richardson Hitchins wants nothing to do with Brian Norman Jr. The man looks like he's going to be put onto a Netflix card. Based off of this picture right here, I believe Edgar Berlanga is going to be on a Zuffa event, probably headlining a Zuffa event in Puerto Rico. And Richardson Hitchins going to be on some type of Netflix card. Now, we know the next Netflix card that's coming up is Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. That's too soon, I believe, unless they've already told Richardson Hitchins about these plans. And they're just going to announce something very soon. But I doubt it's on that card. We'll have to see what Netflix card it's going to be on. Right now, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury currently having a little bit of issues with setting up that fight. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Keith Connolly gives us hints on what's going down. The question is, who are their opponents going to be? With Richardson Hitchins in the headlines for everything that's going down right now within him, the man coming off a fantastic victory against Ricardo Salas in his 147-pound debut. Former IBF junior welterweight champion of the world. And with that title, I say to myself, this better not be against another random fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, Hitchins is a former world champion. They say they got big news. This guy's going to be on a Netflix card. Who will it be against? It has to be against somebody respectful when you got guys like Brian Norman Jr. making you look like a complete dud. Richardson Hitchins better fight somebody respectable, and this better not be another type of Ricardo Salas fight. The same thing goes for Edgar Berlanga. Ladies and gentlemen, Edgar Berlanga, 2-2 in his last 4 fights. Lost against Canelo Alvarez, came back, co-main evented on a horrible card, ladies and gentlemen. Got the victory against a nobody. Then in his very next fight, fights against Hamza Shiraz. The dude gets absolutely obliterated. Blames it on Hamza Shiraz's hand wraps, has all the excuses in the world. Signed to Zuffa Boxing and goes in there against Stephen Butler. Main eventing. Really shouldn't have been the main event based off of what Richardson Hitchins was saying, that they wanted him to be the main event, but he was looking out for Edgar Berlanga. The man gets dropped in that fight against Stephen Butler. And honestly, against somebody in the realm of Stephen Butler, yes, he got the knockout victory, but I don't know, man. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't really that impressed by Edgar Berlanga. And the same thing goes for this man. Got to keep the same energy, Edgar. You basically had your tune-up fight. You say you want to march and fight and get closer to fighting Jaime Munguia for that WBA super middleweight title at 168 pounds. But you're going to Puerto Rico. You might be headlining your own event, Zuffa boxing event, to see how that's going to go. You have to fight somebody respectable as well. Everybody has a very, very close eye on these boxers that are signed with Zuffa Boxing. We're still waiting to see who Shakur's first fight's going to be against. We've seen who Conor Benn's first fight was against, making $15 million. So we think against Regis Prograis. Ladies and gentlemen, some of these guys coming into this organization had the thoughts and the dreams about fighting the biggest, best fights that there are. But now I'm not so sure if it's turning out to be like that. Edgar Berlanga, whoever you're fighting, it better be a respectable fighter. At 168 pounds. Both him and Richardson Hitchins, dog. We've got the eyes set on you. Waiting for an announcement. Because there's other fights out there to be made. There's other fights that could be chased. And if it's against somebody that's not respectable, guess what? It's going to look bad, bro. It's going to look absolutely bad. So I'm excited about these announcements. I'm excited that Richardson Hitchins will be on an FX card, but fight somebody respectable, bro. You're making yourself look like a complete fool right now in the sport of boxing. And same thing for Edgar Berlanga. Edgar, let's see all the talking that you've been doing on Hamza Shiraz, on Jamal Charlo, ladies and gentlemen, with an A. On Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. You don't want to take none of these fights. Let's see who Edgar Berlanga and Richardson Hitchins are going to be fighting next. Let's see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, bro.